City along the Tart Trail. This is the Parkway to my left, and over here is Bay Street to my right, and we're standing right in the middle with Jennifer Symons. Jennifer, thanks for taking the time.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we're talking about running, but we're also talking about something specific, Still I Run. What is this all about?
So Still I Run is a nonprofit out of Grand Rapids that Sasha Wolf started, and it raises awareness for mental health treatment, mental health disorders, and the positive effects that running can have on symptoms of mental health disorders.
The positive effects that running can have?
Yes.
Oh, really? I had not realized that.
Oh. Yeah.
And now you have. All right, and you are an ambassador. So what does that mean, and how do you become an ambassador?
There was an application program for the ambassadors, so there's 7 of us total. Actually, I think maybe just 6 of us now. There's 6 of us total, and so we just had to apply and talk about why we wanted to be an ambassador for this organization. And it entails just raising awareness and being in the community and wearing my shirt, and people ask me about what my shirt stands for.
Hey, what does your shirt mean?
Exactly. And I can let them know about the organization and the website, and it's a great community for people to get together and talk about mental health awareness and treatment.
When you made your application, did you have to put in your times and your personal records and show your multitude of pictures you take while running?
No, not at all. There are no running requirements other than an enjoyment for running.
And boy, you enjoy running. Now, for those who may not know, Jennifer is a big-time runner. You run in races all over the place, right?
I try to, yeah.
All right, what was the last race you ran in?
The Betsy Bay Frozen 5K.
And how was that?
It was great. It was windy, but it was good.
And you've also run marathons, correct?
Yes, I've done 7.
You've run 7. I believe you did you run in San Diego?
Yes, that was my first. Well, it was Carlsbad, just north of San Diego.
Yeah, right. And I tell you, when I talk about people who like running, Jennifer's right at the top of the list. So they picked a good ambassador. So when you talk to people about what this is about and why it's important to talk about mental health, what do you talk about?
Well, I think a lot of people don't understand mental health, and there's such a stigma that surrounds it, and a lot of people feel isolated if they have a mental health disorder, and they don't realize that there are resources out there for people to get help and talk about it, and it's totally okay to talk about.
Right. And, not to bring up the tragedy in Florida recently, but mental health has been pushed right back to the forefront in our national discussion, and it is important to talk about it and not push it back to where we don't ever see it or hear from it until it's too late, right?
Right.
All right. So, when you are an ambassador, do you have to go down to Grand Rapids? Do you run in a race sponsored by Still I Run? I mean, how does that work?
That's a good question. I don't have to do anything really that I don't want to. But ideally, I wear my shirt when I'm running races or if I'm out running in the community. Yeah. And then I do get to run the Fifth Third Riverbank 25K as part of the Still I Run team.
Oh, really? All right. So you get in yet another race. Yeah.
It's a win-win.
And you've run, what's the longest distance you've competed at?
The marathon.
Yeah. Oh, really? I thought you did like 100K or something, or are you just teasing me one day?
I'm training for a 50K right now.
You're training for a 50K because?
Because I like to run.
Oh, sister, you like to run. And on your Facebook page, you post pictures from all over the place where I think you have a camera in your hand and you take it as you run. So you are a good ambassador.
Thank you.
All right. What's your best time in a marathon?
3:58.
3:58. Very nice. All right. What's your best time in a 10K?
39, I believe.
And your loving husband is so lucky because he gets to go run with you.
He does, yeah. I sign him up for races.
Hey, Joe, guess what we're doing this week? Oh, boy. All right. Thank you. Still I Run, 2018 Ambassador. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Right, on the Tart Trail where people run. I'm Vic McCarty from iNews 26.